Alrighty guys, what is up everybody? My name is Fooble, and as you can tell by the title, March 20th is going to be a big day. In the realm of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, of course. In the background is just some B-roll that I was recording shortly before recording this audio. So, you don't really have to watch it, but it's there if you want to watch it. Anyway, March 20th, what does it entail? First, the first bit of news for March 20th is there's going to be a new Kanton city. So we have no idea what this means. This could just mean that they're switching all their data over from one server to another, which is probably the more likely case because Dims is lazy. Or they're going to be adding, or they're going to be creating a whole new map, a whole new area, city map, right like in front of us. Just a whole new lobby, and it could be a lot of fun. We'll never know. We're gonna have to wait. But between March 20th and April 20th, if you go into the new Kanton city, you get 500 TP medals, which is why I spent all 200 of my TP medals earlier this week. And I guess we're moving on to the second bit of news. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 Lite. What is it? Well, it says that it's going to be like a free version of Xenoverse almost, or Xenoverse 2, that has access to the photo mode, some of the story, online battles, events, parallel quests, and I think that was it. Oh, and the Hero Coliseum, which nobody gives two flying fucks about. Anyway, the main part of that I want to acknowledge is that it's actually going to give new users a chance to play Xenoverse. It would be people who were like, oh, I like Dragon Ball, but I don't want to drop $60 on the game, which I think it's still at $60. It's been there for like 3 years. Yeah, it'll just let a lot of people who never got a chance to play Xenoverse, like get a chance to, and then just, you know, chill out. You know, because it's a free game, so they just have to install it. As far as I know, all of this is going to be only for the PS4, and it says it's only going to be in Japan, but it's more than likely going to be, you know, worldwide as well, but it might as well only be on the PS4. And it'll let the people who never got a chance to drop $60 on the game to play the game for free and be like, you know what, I kind of like the game, it's pretty neat, I'll drop $60 on it. You know what, I really like it, here's $60, now I have the full game. Which I think is pretty neat. It's not like the worst thing in the world, but something that it does entail. So we know about Dragon Ball Project Z, or whatever it is. Yeah, Dragon Ball Project Z Adventure RPG, coming out later this year. We don't have a set time yet. I just hit my microphone. Yeah, we don't have a set time yet, but it comes out later this year. And that's all we know about it, basically. It's going to and it's going to follow the original story, but don't really care that much about it. So that means that that Xenoverse 3 this year is highly unlikely. People were wondering if there's not going to be a Xenoverse 3 because of this Xenoverse 2 Lite coming out so late. And I think this Xenoverse 2 Lite coming out so late is just an excuse for Dims to just get like a beta feel for how a free game would go and see if it would boost their sales a little bit, so that maybe they could release it along the same time as the Xenoverse 3. Xenoverse 3 in 2020 seems highly unlikely to me as well. Just if I had to set a date for Xenoverse 3, it would probably be October or so of the of 2021 or 2022. It's definitely going to be one of those 2 years if it comes out. And the main reason I don't want to say 2020 is they're still releasing DLC for this game, and it would be kind of unfair. Say they release only 2 more DLC this entire year. That still would be unfair for the people who bought the DLC. Now there's a whole new game that already has those DLC in it, more than likely, for the box price of the game. That just seems highly unfair to me. I don't think Dims would ever do that. It'd be a huge PR mess on their end. So I definitely have to say Xenoverse 3 will not be out for a while. So don't get your hopes up. But Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 Lite will be kind of fun because it does have the capability for online battles. So I can mess around with my friends who don't have the game yet. They can get the game. I can create a character at their level, which I probably already have one, to be fair. And just mess around with them, have some fun. I don't know. Also, a little topic of discussion. They get some of the story, it said. What pieces of the story, I have no idea. But the parts of the story I want to see them have are, or I'd rather have, is right up until after the Cooler fight, like just after the Cooler and Frieza fight. If you've ever played the game, you know what I'm talking about. It's right after the Frieza saga, and basically what it means is you'll be able to fly in Kanton City. And that's about it. Feel free to leave your comments below on what you think might happen with Xenoverse 2, Xenoverse 2 Lite, March 20th, anything I left out, as well as Xenoverse 3 as a possible release date. That's all well and dandy, and my name is Fooble. This has been the video. I'll just let you watch some B-roll, and then I think it'll be good.
Build statues. Clean up!